Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from XYZ Architect. Today we're talking about a feature that many Calypso users overlook. But once you understand it, it opens up a lot of possibilities in your measurement strategy. Did you know that you can export points from any feature, geometric or non-geometric, and then import them back into your program for analysis or feature construction, or even helping to catch a deformed surface? If not, you're in the right place. I'll show you exactly how it works and where you can use it. Before you export anything, the feature must have actual values. Even if you want only the nominal coordinates, Calypso will not export unless actuals exist. In my case, I'm using simulated values, and that's perfectly fine. You can do this as well. So, right-click on the feature and choose Export Point. This opens a window with several export formats. The first format is nominal actual point. This exports points numbers, nominal XYZ and actual XYZ, and deviations. You can set them together or individually. This is great for CAD analysis and fast diagnostics checks. You can send this data to a designer and they will know what to do with it. Then we have the text and VDA. However, on the text option, we have different export options. And here we can export the nominal values or the actual values with or without the vectors. This is the format I'll use for today's example, so we're coming back to this later on. And we also have the DXF, automatically exports only the actual values of the points. Below the formats, we have the content options, as we saw earlier, that controls what gets exported depending on the chosen format. Then we have the datum configuration, which is extremely important. Here you can select which alignment to use for the export, if you want the local alignment or the base alignment. If you want contact points or center points, you can check this box here. And if you want the vectors to be inverted, you can check this box right here. Each one of the options has its own application depending on what you're planning to do with them later. For this demonstration, I'll export the TXT file containing the nominal points of a circle with 7 measured points. So let's save the file. Remember the location because we will come back to it later. And now let's switch to the import workflow. Please go to CAD tab, Creating Features, Point Set. Under the feature type, select Space Points. And under Generate Path, choose File. Load the TXT or the VDA file. Click Create Feature. Now Calypso creates a point group with the exact points we extracted earlier. Also, an important note here. These are CAD face points. If your license doesn't include freeform, you will have to switch them to space points. And after this, they will work instantly in any other configuration. What can you actually do with these imported points? Well, a lot. Here is just a few examples. So you can investigate a local deformation. Let's say only a portion of the circle has an issue. Instead of remeasuring the entire feature, you can extract the points that you want to use and evaluate and create a space point distance that you can use to get the info and send to the toolmaker or whoever wants to correct the part. This is fast, precise, and it doesn't waste a lot of time. We can also create partial features. So if you want to inspect half a circle and control the radius, for example, after a local alignment, then you can use the points from the surface and you can manipulate them, you can move them wherever you want and use them to create the radius and so on. As you may know, radiuses are kind of problematic if they are on a small surface, so this permits you to play a little with the surface. Of course, that it's entirely your decision if you want to use this or not, and be very careful, because if you move them too much, you will get errors in the results. And the last use case, use the points as recall or helper points for formulas. So for example, when trying to catch a thin surface, imported points can act as reference points that can guide the probe path more accurately, or simply use them in the formula to go exactly where you want to catch the surface in your evaluated points. The possibilities depend entirely on your measurement task and imagination, so use them as you please. Do you want to know how I use imported points to catch thin surfaces, build stable datum systems, or analyze point deviations? Then check out the dedicated video available for members and Patreons. You can even download the exercise files and follow the workflow step by step alongside me. Okay, so I have another announcement, a quick teaser more of a like. Very soon I'll announce a free webinar, 5 mistakes that you can make when reading and interpreting drawings. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'll share more details later in another post. So, tell me how this video helped you. Was it useful? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know how do you use the exported points in your measurement programs. Please like, share and subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. And as always, stay precise.